who else out there is a big musical fan? Because musical season is coming, but we're gonna set it off within the Heights, the film adaptation. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Klepcx FM, brought to you by wearecritics.com, place where we talk about movies, television, and pop culture. If you're into that kind of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe key and that notification bell so you can be up to speed about everything that I talk about here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, such a guilty pleasure. I tell you, I am a huge fan of the genre known as the musical. Always been a fan since I was a kid, and especially a film adaptation of this caliber. Guys, we're talking about In the Heights, which was a 2008 Broadway play conceptualized by the great Lin Manuel Miranda, who most of you guys know from the theme song from Moana and also Hamilton. And I think this might have been like one of his first, or the very first that he did. I could be wrong, I don't know. I'm not really into the Broadway scene, but I am a huge fan of a musical, especially when it gets turned into a film adaptation. Now, this version, the Broadway play, it starred Lin Manuel Miranda as the lead character, Uznavi. But in this one, it is Anthony Ramos. Also alongside of him is Corey Hawkins. Is Jimmy Smith is in this as well. And there are a bunch of fresh new faces in this who pretty much tear the roof off, like in their performances. The music in this, guys, like I have a full spoiler free review written that will be on wearecritics.com. You guys can go there and read it. It's very lengthy. I give you the differences between the film and the differences between the actual play and what worked for me and what doesn't work, because I did see both. I did eventually see both. I saw the play version and I also saw the actual movie version of this, and I gotta tell you guys, listen, I know they always say that the original is always better than the new one, but in this case, I really, really dug the movie version of this. From cast to performance to the music to the new score, the underlying sound that is amplified in a theater. It just was a hell of a good time, guys. Like, I cannot stress how much. Like, excuse me, I'm a huge musical fan as it is, so when you have, the combination of good writing and good choreography and good, acting all in one in the blend, Lin Manuel Miranda is a genius as far as blending different sounds and making them cohesive and making you vibe out and just I don't know how to explain it. Like, the best thing about this movie is that he pulls you into the culture, of Latin music and the essence of Latin America in New York, in Washington Heights, and blends it with theater, blends it with hip hop, blends it with class, elegance, style, confidence. It's just a very cultural phenomenon. I don't even know how to explain. I can't even find the words to explain how much it pulled me in and taught me things that I didn't know, or not so much that I didn't know, but just learned to appreciate the culture, the Latin culture in America all around, period, or maybe even all over the world. I mean, this movie is primarily set in New York, like north side, the upper Manhattan, somewhere around there. And I have a lot of Latino friends who I've grown up with, who I've dated, but to really experience this and be in the middle of it, and it's just an all-out party, man. Like, it really, really was just a good watch and a good time to watch it. I found myself, pressing play on the actual movie soundtrack on my way home after watching the film, and it still had the same vibe. It still felt the same. Like, it's always different when you watch it versus when you listen to it, and I still had a good time. So, if you're into the genre of musicals, like Grease, Little Shop of Horrors, I always mention these because these are like, classic West Side Story's coming, man. Dear Evan Hansen, it's coming. Like, it is musical season, guys, and they're setting it off within the Heights. And In the Heights is also going to be on HBO Max as well. You'll be able to go to the theater and watch it, or you'll be able to watch it at home. You know what, honestly, unless you got a booming system at home and you plan on cranking that thing high and disrupting the neighborhood, I would go see this in the theater, because you'd be doing yourself disjustice or disservice if you do not go to the theater and rock out with a crowd of people, especially your people. If this is your heritage or your background, you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you don't go and just represent the theater with this thing and just bump the hell out of it. But yeah, it's gonna be on both. I'm going to be watching it again regardless if it's on HBO Max or I go back to a theater and see it again. I thought it was actually a pretty good watch. I had fun. The storyline, I mean, very basic. I mean, they're all predictable when it comes to, the musicals. I've yet to watch a musical that had a twist. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever watched a musical that had a twist. You could either follow the dialogue and know where it's going to take you, or you can follow the music and you'll know where it's going to take you. But other than that, I mean, it is what it is, and you'll have a good time out of it. So especially if you're into the toe tapping and singing along, I highly recommend this movie, guys. So again, we're talking about In the Heights, the musical by Lin Manuel Miranda, and it's directed by John Chu. John Chu, that's his name, I believe. John Chu, yeah, John Chu, John M. Chu, who was known for Crazy Rich Asians, which was also a pretty solid movie too. He knows how to capture the essence of a culture for sure. So yeah, if you guys if you've seen it or you want to see it and you want to know more about it, hit me up. Let me know. If you go see it and you come back and you think that I'm off or I'm on or you agree, please drop a comment below. Like, share, comment. Make sure you subscribe, guys. And for more movie news, television news, pop culture, and my podcast, Klepcx Talk, make sure you guys check out wearecritics.com, and I will talk to you all later.